Do you like confrontation? I mean, do you enjoy going out into the world and voicing your opinion and proving you're right about something? Do you enjoy listening to other people and their positions and having a good, healthy conversation with somebody about that? Do you seek out those opportunities or do you shrink away like I usually do? Regardless of what your position is, it is so impactful when we take that step of discomfort and we go into it. I had such a powerful moment with this in this most recent episode I did called Faith, Politics, and Truth, a conversation with a former CNN journalist. John DeDakis was a fun guest to have on. I highly encourage you to listen to it. Today, I want to share with you how impactful it is when we step out of our comfort zone and we go into new territory. Many amazing things can happen. Your confidence level will go up. You will be encouraged and strengthened in your faith through these opportunities that God puts in your way. So let's get to it. I'm Anna Murby. This is Honest Christian Conversations, the Minisode edition. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for stopping by. If you've been here before, thank you for coming back. So something impactful happens to us when we challenge ourselves. When I decided to have John on as a guest, I did not expect the conversation that we had. It was very encouraging, very fun, very honest, and real. These are the kind of conversations we need to have with people who differ from us. There was no fighting. If you listened to the episode, did you hear fighting? No, we didn't yell. We didn't scream at each other. We didn't try to prove ourselves right. We heard each other out and we related and we walked in differences. I'll be honest, and there's still some things that he said that rubbed me wrong because I grew up a different way and I had my biases. Biases? And we can't let that stop us from taking a step out of that comfort zone that we love so much and pushing forward into something new. That is how we grow in Christ. I have grown so much since I came back to Christ at 30 years old. I I look back on what I was at the end of last year and my mind is blown by just how much I have changed from that time. Even from the beginning of 2026. I mean, at the recording of this, it isn't even March yet, and I've already changed significantly from who I was when it became 2026. So come on, take a step out of your comfort zone. It is freeing, it is encouraging, and it gives you a new level of boldness in your faith when you trust that God is putting you into a position and you walk in that, believing in Him and His faithfulness. So if you are feeling called today to talk to somebody who differs from you on something, just do it. Pray before and ask God to help give you the words, and He will. And then just walk in that. You can do it afraid. It is okay to talk to somebody who you already know has a position that's different from you and to just go into that conversation a little apprehensive. That's how I started this conversation with John. I was praying so much before I recorded the episode. I was nervous. I had a pit in my stomach. I was so nervous to talk to him. I did not know how it was going to go because in my mind, I had my bias. Everyone at CNN is absolute leftists. They hate anyone on the right and they've got all the lies. I said it all. If you are in that position that I am, where you have your biases on so tight that you can't think straight, there's something wrong. We should not be keyboard warriors. We should not be so focused on being right. We need to listen to each other and get a better idea of what our positions are. Because when I actually took the time to listen to what John had to say, I realized there were some things we agreed on. There were some things we didn't. When you can step out of your comfort zone and have an uncomfortable conversation with somebody, and you can both leave there not feeling scarred or angry and hateful towards the person, but feeling like you learned something new about them or about the world or about a point of view that you didn't think was possible. It's a nice feeling to know that we don't always have to be right, that the only one who is always ever right is God. We are humans, we are flawed. We have our biases, we have our ideals, we have the things we grew up with, our indoctrinations, but we can't let those keep us from talking to people who have theirs. Because if we do that, then how are we going to share the gospel with people who don't know about Christ? We cannot stay in our little bubbles. So I am encouraging you, if you have not listened to the conversation that I had with John DeDakis, again, it is called Faith, Politics, and Truth, a conversation with a former CNN journalist. I highly encourage you to go back and listen to it in full. And if you have any questions or comments about it, if something he said resonated with you or stuck you in a wrong way, you can contact me, honestchristianconversations.com/contact, or use the link in the show notes and just let me know what you think. Take a step out of your comfort zone and have a conversation, even if it's just a few minutes long, with someone you know disagrees with you on something. Just be gracious with them, be kind to them, listen to their point of view. Don't just wait until you can rattle off your points of view or why they're wrong. Truly listen to them and why they're arriving at the thought patterns that they are. Treat them the way you would want to be treated. You wouldn't want someone doing that to you, getting ready to railroad you after you just poured your heart out to them. So let's not do that to other people, and let's have conversations with people, even if we disagree. I'll talk to you in the next Minisode. God bless.